Alright, sure. Topic. Gaming. Other. This is the intro song, so we're gonna keep that running, shall we? Okay. Topic. We're gonna choose other games. All right. That should do it. Okay. All right. Let's shake it off. Showtime. Showtime, baby. Let me tighten my gamer gauntlet. Now, we're probably going to come across an issue where I can't see Twitch chat, but I don't suspect many people are going to be watching on Twitch, so, we'll cross that bridge. And if they are, there's only like 3 people, so we'll get there when we get there. But anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. I am your host, Ragnar the Barbarian. You know what I'm looking at? The wrong chat. Alright. Yeah, everything's sort of running, so we're just gonna roll with it, okay? Put that in front, put that in front. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna restart. Nobody's watching. I'm gonna restart. Okay. Alright. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. I will be your host on this magical adventure through Eldoria, the mystical realm from beyond the veil. Technically, it's in the veil, but it's just a phrase. In this adventure, I think we're probably gonna do the reggae. Probably gonna start things off, meet some of the quirky cast of characters, and maybe slay some rats, do a quest or two, and see where the night takes us. Let me also introduce the narrator of today's adventure. If you could do me a favor and introduce yourself to the audience, we can start our adventure by walking into, what was it? Roderick Town village. Maybe it'll start the first time, or maybe it won't. Sure. Okay, it's not gonna. Oh, there we go. Is it gonna do that thing where it does the thing where it does it correctly? No? Okay. Love it so far. It's also moving extremely slow. So, again, we're making great time. My gamer gauntlet is questionable at the moment. Also, all of my screens are overlapping. I resized everything. Your boy had a breakdown last stream. Had to end things for some mental reasons, and we're back up. So we're gonna try and salvage what we can. It is going real slow, which is crazy because I shell out the extra dough for the fiber internet. You'd think it'd be a little bit more conscientious. You think it'd be pretty cool about that, but it's not. It's not cool. Oh my gosh. I think the issue here is that I did an update to the program, and it's still trying to get acclimated to all of the new content I put in. But, you know, again, we're gonna roll with it, because, you know, big boys don't give up. And here on the Ragnar show, we're all big boys. Wow, it is typing something out. It is really trying to show those creative genes it's got in there. Oh, cool. It's not even. It won't even give me the opportunity. Is it? What's going on here, huh? What is this? Why won't it? It just doesn't. It won't do it anymore? Did they do an update? Okay. Make the responses much shorter and try that again. It sincerely, I think it may have updated now. I legitimately can't do what I need to do. I sure do love it when that happens. Yeah, it...
Welcome to Roderick Village,
Oh, it's
a
just
place of mystery and adventure. Cobbled streets, quaint houses, and a lively market set the scene. Where shall we explore first in this charming village?
Okay, I don't claim to know how this thing works. Alright, let's just start things off. We're gonna go to the Dragon's Rest Inn, okay? We'll see if it knows what it's doing halfway down the line. I suspect it won't, and it's also going to do that thing. I can't believe it removed the option to just play the voice. That's gonna cause some issues.
As you make your way to the Dragon's Rest Inn, the warm glow of light spills from its windows, inviting you in. The inn is known for its cozy atmosphere and dragon-themed decor, a nod to the owner Dorian's fascination with dragons and myths. Upon entering, you're greeted by the lively ambience of patrons enjoying their meals and drinks.
Yeah, okay.
The large fireplace in the lobby/common area adds to the welcoming feel, and the walls adorned with dragon memorabilia catch your eye. Dorian, the innkeeper, is likely to be found here, often sharing tales and information with his guests.
Okay.
Would you like to interact with Dorian, explore the inn, or do something else?
I am so worried that it's just gonna stop doing what it usually does. I'm gonna walk up to Dorian and I'm gonna ask him, what's good, plug? Your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian. I'm looking for something to do. I also don't have a weapon, keep that in mind. I'm low on the dosh, and I would really like to solve that issue. If you know anybody with a spare weapon hanging around. And I can't even see chat either. If I resize a window, it's gonna mess everything up. I don't know how to solve that one. So we're just gonna run with it.
Approaching Dorian, you notice his charismatic demeanor as he
gosh.
engages with his guests. He turns to you with a welcoming smile. Ragnar the Barbarian, Dorian greets you heartily. For someone seeking adventure and in need of a weapon, I might have just the thing.
Okay.
There's a quest involving Hilda, an eccentric lady in the village troubled by a rat infestation in her basement.
Okay.
Helping her could earn you some gold and perhaps even a basic weapon or tool as a reward.
I guess.
He leans in closer, lowering his voice. Also, if you're interested in acquiring a more unique weapon, you might want to visit Master Torin the blacksmith. He's known to offer a side quest for a first weapon that involves a bit of a challenge, but
Wow.
could be quite rewarding.
It's not supposed to say
Dorian
that.
gives you an encouraging nod. What do you say, Ragnar? Ready to lend a hand to Hilda or test your mettle with Master Torin's challenge?
Wow. I'm very surprised that any of this is working. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Master Torin. I'll leave Dragon's Rest Inn, and we'll just head straight to his forge. I'll knock on the door, and then kick it open, and be like, what's good? It's your boy. How's it banging? I'm looking for, I don't know, a weapon. I also don't have any money. I'd be willing to quest for a weapon. Let's get that. Okay, alright.
You leave the Dragon's Rest Inn, making your way to Master Torin's forge. The rhythmic sound of a hammer striking anvil grows louder as you approach. You knock on the sturdy door of the forge, then kick it open with a flourish, stepping into the warm, firelit interior. What's good? It's your boy, you announce confidently. How's it banging? I'm in need of a weapon.
Cool.
I'm short on coin but willing to quest for it.
It doesn't need to repeat.
Let's get that sorted. Master Torin, a robust man with a blackened apron and a face that tells tales of years at the forge, looks up from his work.
Wow,
A slight smile plays on his lips at your dramatic entrance. Well, Ragnar, I like your spirit, Torin says, wiping his hands on his apron. There's indeed a quest that might suit you. I lent a weapon to a mill worker, who left it at the old mill, fearing a ghostly bear spirit haunting it. Retrieve the weapon and it's yours.
What did you say?
But there's a twist.
So you said a bear?
The spirit, Big Brown, needs a meaningful story, one that resonates with overcoming social barriers.
Okay, we're gonna thumbs down all of
Succeed, and the weapon, with a touch of the supernatural, is yours. He chuckles softly, adding, not your usual quest.
Yeah, let's
but
see
it seems
if
fitting for someone of
works.
your character.
I'm very...
What do you say?
There's no way.
You leave the Dragon's Rest Inn with a sense of purpose and head towards Master Torin's forge. The forge, with its clanging hammers and glowing embers, is a place of craftsmanship and hard work. You knock on the door and then, with a touch of flair befitting a barbarian, kick it open. What's good? It's your boy.
I don't know
How's
why
it banging?
it does this.
You announce boldly.
Oh wow, whoops.
Master Torin, a robust man with a soot-smeared apron, looks up from his work, a bit startled but amused.
Yeah, okay, all of this is wrong.
Oh, a spirited one, aren't you? He chuckles.
Okay.
If it's a weapon you're after and you're short on coin, I've got a task that might suit you.
Alright.
There's a communal weapon, last held by a mill worker, but abandoned at the old mill. The catch? It's said to be haunted by Big Brown, a ghostly bear spirit.
Wow, it's
Retrieve the weapon
horrid.
and it's yours.
Horrible at this.
He wipes his hands on his apron.
This new update really messed it up.
So, what do you say? Fancy facing a ghost for a chance at a unique weapon?
We're gonna thumbs that one down. Alright, try that one more time. My gamer gauntlet is not staying on. Maybe I should look at my Twitch chat. Let's check it out, shall we? Chat. Okay, yeah. No one's in here. And also, it stopped doing the thing. Ow. Wow, it's seriously not good at this. It legitimately just stopped doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, we're just gonna move. We're gonna go with it. Alright, sounds good. I really don't like that you gave away all of the details on the quest, like, before the reveal. That's not a part of the instructions at all. So, I guess we're just gonna head out. Thanks for the tip.
Understood, Ragnar. You thank Master Torin for the information and head out toward the old mill, ready to face the unique challenge of winning over the ghostly bear spirit, Big Brown.
Really not good at that.
The journey to the mill and the encounter ahead promise to be an interesting adventure. Good luck.
Okay, wow. Okay, so it also didn't... It stopped doing everything. Okay, as I said before, I'm going to be going to the mill. I don't know what's going on right now. You're not doing a good job at this at all. Let's bring everything back, okay? Let's try to own up, shall we? Oh god. I'm destroying my gamer gauntlet. It's great that it's reading, you know? It's great that it's reading without me having to press anything, but I have traded that for it being horrible at quests. So, also it's extremely slow for zero reason. I don't know.
Of course, let's reset.
Whenever you're ready, bud.
You make your way to the old mill, a place steeped in history and rumored to house more than just memories. The mill, with its weathered walls and creaking wheel, holds a certain eerie charm as it stands against the backdrop of the forest. The door to the mill creaks open under your hand, revealing the shadowy interior. The air is thick with the scent of old wood and a faint, musty aroma of grains long gone. As you step inside, the floorboards groan beneath your weight, adding to the ambience of a place long untouched by time.
Yup.
Your task is clear: find the weapon left behind and potentially encounter Big Brown, the ghostly bear spirit.
Wow.
Remember, your approach
Still
and
not
actions
good.
here could shape the outcome of this quest.
Okay, we're in the mill. We're going upstairs, and we're looking around for this sword. What do I see? It's everything, like everything that can go wrong has decided to go wrong. The only thing that is not going wrong is the thing that's been broken.
As you ascend
Since
the
I
narrow,
started
slightly
this.
rickety staircase of the old mill, the upper level reveals itself. The air is thick with dust,
It's just
filtering
upsetting.
the light that beams through the old, painless windows.
Yeah, whatever.
The upper floor is spacious, with remnants of its past scattered around, a few old sacks, some broken milling tools, and the occasional scurry of a small critter in the shadows.
Oh my god.
In the corner of the room, partially obscured by a tattered blanket.
Yeah, okay, alright. I pick up the weapon. Let's pick the weapon up. Now what? We are burning through our responses by a substantial amount.
As you lift the weapon, a gentle,
And my
ethereal
gamer gauntlet
presence fills the room.
It's falling apart.
The air seems to shimmer slightly, and before you stands Big Brown, the ghostly bear spirit. Despite his spectral form, there's a warmth in his eyes, a deep wisdom that speaks of years long past.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Big Brown regards you curiously but doesn't seem threatening.
What do you mean?
A brave soul you must be, to seek the weapon guarded by a spirit.
Okay.
His voice echoes softly in the mill. But to claim it, you must share a story. A tale that
also-
speaks of overcoming barriers.
Oh my god, it also
much
got
like
the...
my own journey in life and beyond. Big Brown settles down, his ghostly form flickering like a candle flame,
How many
waiting
times?
patiently.
Dude, How many
times?
It seems
you have an opportunity to win him over with a compelling story.
We've done this
so many times. One from your own life, or perhaps a fable that resonates with the theme of overcoming social barriers.
Yeah, okay.
What story do you choose to share with Big Brown?
Alright, Big Brown. I wasn't thinking about a story, but now that you say something, I probably should put something together. Alright, I don't know. Jeez. Okay. This one time, alright, there was this dude. So I worked in a kitchen. I was a prep chef or whatever. And there was this guy, right? I don't remember his name, but he was like, he didn't like me. He didn't like me at all. So he would just like make fun of me constantly. And at the end of like a night, I think I was at like, it was like 16 hours of a work shift. And I was just kind of like, I don't know, I was over it. I wasn't a fan. And he clearly had had a bad night. Everybody was getting yelled at. Literally everyone. Because it was kind of, I think it was like a Friday or something. It's one of those days. And so this dude was like, I forget what the argument started with. I think it was like he was sweeping and I was still getting the floor, like the floor was still dirty and I was the one keeping the floor dirty, but he was trying to sweep it up. Anyway, this dude like pulled a broom out and he was using it like a bow staff and he was like, listen, I'm sick of you. And I was like, I'm sick of you. So then we started wrestling over this broom, and I would assume that like one of the chefs would have stepped in, but they just left. So it was just me and this dude. We're just wrestling over a broom, and I was like 3 hours of sleep, and I think my eye was twitching because I could barely stand up. And I was just like, I'm just wrestling with this dude. I think he's the same level of delirious. And I remember I fell, and I remember it hurt, obviously, because I fell. But I fell and I hit my butt. And I looked up at him, and he just started laughing. And then I started laughing. And then he helped me up, and then we were just laughing together. And then this other dude came in, and he started making fun of me. And then I started making fun of me. And then I made fun of that dude. And then the dude that I was fighting with started making fun of that dude. And we all started making fun of each other. It's not like I didn't learn anything. I just didn't get into a fight with a dude with a broom. Does that satisfy? That's a big one. That's a long story, man.
Big Brown listens intently to your tale, his
strength.
Ghostly form flickering with each turn of your story. As you conclude, a deep, rumbling chuckle echoes through the mill. His eyes, glowing softly, reflect a sense of understanding and amusement. The battles of life, not always fought with swords and shields, but sometimes with brooms and words, he muses. Your story, though unique, speaks of conflict, exhaustion, and the unexpected camaraderie that can arise from the most challenging of situations.
Sure, dude.
It shows that even in moments of strife, there's an opportunity for laughter and bonding. Big Brown nods approvingly, his form beginning to fade.
Oh, I have the sword.
You have entertained and enlightened me, Ragnar. The weapon is yours, as is my blessing. With those final words,
thanks,
Big Brown
brother.
vanishes, leaving you alone in the quiet mill with the weapon in your hand.
Yeah, nice. Thanks.
It feels different now, almost as if it carries a part of the spirit's essence.
Nice weapon.
You have successfully completed this part of your quest, gaining not only a new weapon but also an experience that will
it's
stay
supposed to be a
with
little bit more narrative about it.
What will be your next step in the adventure that awaits in Roderick Village?
I have no idea, dude. Everything's turned around in my gamer gauntlet. Can't do anything. Alright, now that we're done with whatever that was, let's head back to Torin's Forge, and let's talk to him, you know? I'll let him know that the sword's mine, and then dip. I'll go to the Dragon's Rest Inn. I'll tell everybody about my sick story, and then we'll see what else we can find quest-wise. It is harder and harder to use this. Maybe I should just like hold on to it, no?
Returning to Master Torin's forge, you carry the newly acquired weapon with a sense of achievement.
Yeah, okay.
The blacksmith looks up as you enter, a curious expression on his face. I see you've returned, and with the weapon no less, Torin remarks, eyeing the weapon. So, did you meet Big Brown? How did it go? You recount your encounter with the ghostly bear spirit and the unusual but successful resolution of the challenge.
Yeah, oh, whoops.
Master Torin listens, nodding along, his face breaking into a grin. Well, Ragnar, I must say, you've certainly earned that weapon.
Yeah.
Not everyone can boast of winning over a spectral bear with a story, let alone about a broom-wielding confrontation in a kitchen, he chuckles.
Yeah.
You've got a knack for the unusual, that's for sure.
Wasn't my best.
After your brief exchange, you leave the forge and head back to the Dragon's Rest Inn.
We're just gonna...
The inn is lively as ever, with Dorian and the patrons immersed in their usual merriment.
There we go, that's much better.
You share your adventure and the story you told Big Brown, which is met with laughter and rounds of applause.
Thank you, everybody, thank you.
Your tale adds to the evening's entertainment, and you find yourself at the center of attention.
Literally.
As the evening wears on, you consider looking for another quest or exploring more of what Roderick Village has to offer. Perhaps Dorian or another local might have suggestions for your next adventure. What would you like to do next?
You know what? I think I'm gonna ask around. What other kind of quests you got around this joint, huh? What do you guys usually do here for fun? You got any rats? You got rats going on or what? What's the deal? Oh, you know what I didn't add to my gamer gauntlet? Numbers. Probably should have done that, no? Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I can just do that randomly. I feel like I can. I would not be surprised if that was the last prompt I had. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Oh my god.
Your inquiry about quests and activities in the Dragon's Rest Inn catches the attention of a few patrons. Dorian, overhearing your question, approaches with a knowing smile.
I think everything just shut down.
Well, Ragnar, if it's quests you're after, Roderick Village always has something in store. As for rats, you're in luck. Hilda, an elderly resident, has been troubled by a rat infestation in her basement. Helping her out could be both a good deed and a chance to earn some coin. He leans in, lowering his voice slightly. And if you're looking for something a bit more,
yeah. Oh, does it not know how to navigate ...
Unconventional, there's always the issue with the floating sheep. Farmer Yorin is at his wit's end about his sheep that have mysteriously started levitating. Wizard Malker might be involved, but no one's quite sure. It's a strange problem, but it could be right up your alley. Dorian straightens up. So, what say you, Ragnar? Will you tackle the rat problem at Hilda's, investigate the peculiar case of floating sheep, or perhaps something else has caught your interest?
No, I think I know exactly where I'm going. Let me first look around All right. Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it. We're not looking around. We're gonna go straight to the what did you say? Farmer Yoren's farm. Yeah, let's go there. We'll ask him what's going on. Okay. Maybe the right hand would be easier. I'm not sure why I tied it so tight. Probably just go with one. That might be easy. I'm gonna go with just the one.
Deciding to investigate Farmer Yoren's peculiar problem, you leave the dragon's rest inn and head towards his farm.
I need that for my mouse.
The journey isn't long, and soon you find yourself on the outskirts of Roderick Village, where the farmlands begin.
Yeah, nice.
Farmer Yoren's farm is easy to spot, with its well-tended fields and the unmistakable sight of sheep.
Cool. Oh, it's another ... I really gotta tell it to stop doing ... It takes like an hour to do ... It's like it doesn't understand what ... is. It would be fantastic if it could, because it's like an hour. It's gonna scare me, dude, every time. Whenever you're ready.
Floating above the ground.
Oh my god.
It's an odd spectacle. The sheep seem calm, albeit a bit
so
confused,
loud,
as they drift lazily in midair. You find Farmer Yoren, a man with a weathered face and sturdy build, looking up at his floating flock with a mix of frustration and disbelief.
Yeah.
He notices your approach and turns towards you. You must be Ragnar, he says, scratching his head. As you can see, I've got a bit of a situation here with my sheep. Started a few days ago. Just woke up to find them like this, floating and all. Can't get them down, and I've no idea what caused it. Some folks say it's Wizard Malker's doing, but I haven't a clue. Could use some help figuring this out, that's for sure. Farmer Yoren seems genuinely perplexed and concerned about his sheep. How would you like to proceed with this unusual problem?
Well, I need to select the. Maybe I should make a command for switching window focus and just have it running constantly. It's probably a good idea. All right, Farmer Yoren, if that is your name. Your sheep are floating. What's the deal with that? Do you have any idea? I'll be honest. I don't know. I have no idea. It's kind of crazy, honestly. I mean, the trade-off between like the one thing actually working and like nothing else, it's fine, I guess. It sucks that I can't redo anything, but whatever.
Farmer Yoren nods gravely at your response. It's Yoren, but no matter.
I said Farmer Yoren.
As for my sheep, well, it's as much a mystery to me as it is to you. They just started floating one morning, and nothing I've tried has brought them back down. It's quite the predicament, as you can imagine. I can't shear them, and I'm worried about their well-being.
Oh, that it?
He looks up at the gently bobbing sheep. Some say it might be magical, what with them floating and all.
Yeah, no, really? No.
Wizard Malker is known for his experiments, and he's not too far from here. I haven't confronted him yet, was hoping it would just resolve itself, but no such luck. Yoren's expression is one of a man who's run out of ideas. If you're willing to look into this, maybe start with Malker. And if it's not him, well, I'm fresh out of guesses. I'd be mighty grateful for any help, Ragnar.
Yeah, I agree.
With this information, you now have a lead.
Okay, you know what? That's a pretty sick idea.
Will you visit Wizard Malker to inquire about the floating sheep?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna visit Wizard Malkor. Let's head his way, because I don't have any other leads. Who knows why sheep are flying? I don't see any wings on them, so... I mean, they're sheep. I'll see you later, Farmer Piss. Oh, it blanked it out? Nice, okay. Yeah, still pretty slow. You know, we take whatever. I can fix all the other stuff. The big thing was the fact that it wouldn't just talk. This is kind of a scary one, no?
You thank Farmer Yoren and make your way towards Wizard Malker's tower. As you approach, the tower's quirky architecture and the air of mystery surrounding it become more pronounced.
Get out of here, baby boy.
Constructed by Malker himself, the tower serves as his home, research facility, and sanctuary. The door to the tower is slightly ajar, allowing you to step into the entrance hall, which doubles as a library. Shelves filled with arcane texts and artifacts line the walls, and a large desk cluttered with papers and books sits in the center.
Get here.
Wizard Malker, an eccentric figure with a keen gaze, looks up from his work as you enter. Ah, a visitor.
Oh, I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
And by the looks of it, an adventurer. What brings you to my tower, young man? Rarely do folks visit without reason. You explain the strange situation with Farmer Yoren's floating sheep and inquire if his magical experiments might be involved.
It was floating, dude!
Malker strokes his beard thoughtfully. Floating sheep, you say? Fascinating. I assure you, my current experiments don't involve livestock levitation. However, I may have a theory or two about what's happening. Magic in Eldoria can be.
Oh, there's another ... dude, come on! I gotta outlaw that now. I gotta put that in the AI instructions. That's annoying. It pauses for like 20 minutes for no reason. And I can't tell it to like not pause there, so it's just gonna be silent for like an hour.
Unpredictable.
Oh.
Let's take a look at my notes, shall we? He begins rummaging through piles of papers, muttering to himself. It seems you're on the right track to solving the mystery of the floating sheep with Malker's assistance.
Yeah, I guess.
What would you like to do while Wizard Malker searches for his notes? Do you have any specific questions for him?
Are we serious?
Or do you wish to explore the tower a bit?
Am I... Okay, I have the opportunity to explore. I'm not doing that. Get his notes. Here's my theory. I think he does have something to do with it. He's the only magical thing around here. We're in the boons right now. All right? There's no... I mean, there's sticks too, but there's no way. There's nothing else that could possibly be making sheep levitate. It's insane. So yeah, I'm I'm not gonna lie, I still think it's him. But how about maybe he's like doing something? This is just like the result of it. Is there a reason that sheep could be floating? Is there a problem he's trying to solve? I'm a man of magic myself. I have magically good looks. So, you know, maybe we can help solve what the other person's trying to solve without trying to solve things float-wise. See if that knocks some sense into him. Yo, what up? What up, mod? How's it banging? I'm on a new quest today. I've updated. Though everything is confusing in the way it's working, to be honest. A bunch of stuff is broken, but one thing is working, and it's one of the most important things. I no longer need to tell it to read me the responses out
Wizard
loud.
Malker listens attentively to your theory, his eyes twinkling with a mix of amusement and intrigue. A man of magic, eh? Even if it's in the realm of good looks, he chuckles.
Your boy.
Well, you're not wrong to suspect magical influence in these parts. Magic, like any force of nature, can have unintended consequences.
Yeah, sure.
He finally finds the notes he was searching for and spreads them out on his desk. Now, as for my experiments, they're primarily astral in nature, nothing that should cause sheep to float.
What?
However, magical energy can be.
Oh, it's another ... Dude, come on. I despise it. Sometimes I despise this. I didn't know that I needed to outlaw the text ... because it pauses. Every time it gets to a ... it takes like 10 minutes and then it starts again. It also like cranks the volume up so it scares me every time. And I don't know how long the dots are gonna take. Sometimes it's a second, sometimes it's a minute, sometimes it's 10 minutes. Also, this is my song. I love this song. I used to open up Ragnar with this song. I changed recently to more of an 80s type electric jam. But we do what we do. We see what we see. We know what we know.
Leaky. It's possible that residual magic from my work has seeped into the environment. He taps a finger on a complex diagram.
Yeah.
If this energy interacted with something specific to Farmer Yoren's sheep, it could result in levitation. It's rare, but not unheard of in magical studies.
Oh,
what we need is a closer look at those sheep and perhaps a sample of the land around Yoren's farm. With that, I could pinpoint the cause and hopefully reverse the effect. Malka stands gathering a few tools. How about it? Shall we take a trip to the farm for a more hands-on investigation?
No.
It seems your intuition about a magical mishap wasn't far off, and your help could be invaluable. Do you agree to accompany Wizard Malka?
No, you know what? That's a ridiculous idea. I still think he's got something to do with it. I'm gonna go investigate the, I don't know, there's like law somewhere, right? There's probably like police in Roderick Village. Let's head to the guard barracks or whatever. See if that does anything. Let's head that way. I'll give him some finger guns. Your boy, signing off, Detective Ragnar, on the case. If it just does ... What do you mean something's gone wrong? Stop doing this. Also, that eats up a credit, dude. I only got like 20 of those, and I'm probably at the end of it. On your own time, bud. You know what? We're gonna skip ahead, shall we? Alright, now we're where we need to be. Nice, okay, it's still going.
Embracing your newfound role as Detective Ragnar, you bid farewell to Wizard Malker with a set of finger guns and head towards the guard barracks. The barracks, under the leadership of Captain Helena, are known for maintaining the safety and order in Roderick Village. The barracks, a sturdy stone building, exudes an air of discipline and security.
No, it doesn't.
As you enter, you're greeted by the sight of guards in training and the sound of strategy discussions.
What do those guards look like?
Captain Helena,
That's
commanding
a guard.
presence with a keen eye for detail,
That's
notices
a guard.
you.
Oh.
Ah, visitor, she remarks, approaching you.
Oh, is that another ... No, it's not. Okay.
What brings you to the guard barracks? Looking to enlist? Or is there another matter on your mind? You explain your self-appointed investigation into the floating sheep situation and
The
your
sheep are
suspicion
floating.
that there might be more to it than simple magic.
It's clearly
You
clearly
inquire if there
Malcor.
have been any similar occurrences or
gone
disturbances
too
reported
far!
recently in the village. Captain Helena ponders for a moment.
And it's on your head.
Floating sheep, you say? That's a new one, even for Roderick. Our duties often deal with more grounded matters. However, we do keep records of unusual happenings around the village.
Cool, okay.
If there's a pattern or a cause that's not purely magical, it might be noted in our logs. She gestures for you to follow her to a room where records are kept.
I mean,
As you walk, she inquires
alright.
more about your adventures in Roderick
Alright,
Village so
I guess
far.
I guess I'll go to a room
You
with
now
you.
have the opportunity to search through the guard records for any clues or patterns related to the floating sheep or any other unusual events. What specific information would you like to look for in the guard records? Or is there another line of inquiry you'd like to pursue while at the barracks?
Alright, let's look for something that has to do with the sheep. Let's just see if there's any reports of things that are messing with sheep. We'll check there. Obviously there's records. We can tabulate all that and figure it out from there. This is a crazy soundtrack right now. We're gonna change her up a bit. The art for this album is quite nice. I'm a fan of it. I mean, a little.
You and Captain Helena begin to sift through the guard records,
You're still
focusing
here?
on any reports or incidents related to sheep or unusual disturbances in and around the farmlands. The records are
that's fine.
thorough, detailing various minor incidents and routine village matters. After a careful search, a pattern starts to emerge. There have been a few scattered reports over the past weeks that mention peculiar behavior in livestock, with a slight concentration around Farmer Yoren's property. These include instances of animals being restless at night, unusual noises heard from the direction of the farmlands, and a couple of instances where other villagers' animals briefly exhibited odd behaviors, though nothing as extreme as floating sheep. There's no direct mention of magic or Wizard Malker in these reports, but the accumulation of small oddities suggests that something out of the ordinary is indeed happening. It's not conclusive evidence, but it does add weight to the theory that there might be a magical or environmental influence at play. Captain Helena looks over the findings. Seems you might be onto something here, Ragnar. While we can't directly assist in matters of magic, this information could be useful in your investigation. Perhaps a more detailed examination of the farmland and the affected livestock could yield some clues. Armed with this new information, you now have additional leads to pursue. You could return to Farmer Yoren's farm to investigate these anomalies more closely, or perhaps revisit Wizard Malker with you.
Okay. Let's head back to the farm, and I'll just take a look around the farm. I'm not getting any of the information that I can assume is happening here. There's only one place with magic, and it's Wizard Malcor and his weird wizard tower. I don't know why sheep would be floating other than that. I'm not sure where this AI is trying to take this story. But we're gonna go with it, okay? We're gonna go with it. We're gonna see where it's heading. Let's go back to the farm. I'll look around, see if there's anything affecting the sheep or whatever. Yeah, obviously Rocket League after. Obviously, dude. Oh my god. This is a good one too. I don't like the... It's gotta be instrumental though.
Returning to Farmer Yoren's farm, you decide to conduct a thorough investigation of the area. The farm is a typical rural setting with fields, a barn, and the peculiar sight of the floating sheep. As you walk around, you pay close attention to the environment. You check the ground for any unusual signs or substances that might be contributing to the levitation phenomenon. You also observe the sheep closely to see if they exhibit any other unusual behaviors or physical changes besides floating.
Tastes like poop. Tastes like ground.
While the sheep seem healthy aside from their airborne state, you do notice something peculiar near the edge of the farm, close to where the forest begins.
Okay.
There's a small area where the grass seems different, slightly discolored, forming a faint circle. It's subtle, but distinctly different from the surrounding vegetation. This discovery might be significant. It could be a natural anomaly, or perhaps something related to the magical energies Wizard Malcolm mentioned. It's a clue worth exploring further. Would you like to investigate this area more closely? Possibly take a sample of the grass or soil? Or do you have another plan in mind for unraveling this mystery?
Yeah, I got an idea. I actually know a gal that could help me out. There's plants around here, around these parts. Let's go pick up Leah, the herbalist, and see if she can't have a conversation with this crabgrass. I know she speaks chloroplast. It's banging out here. Oh my god. Is she here, or do I need to make a... She's not here. I gotta make a thing.
Deciding to enlist the herbalist's expertise, you head towards her residence in Roderick Village.
I don't remember where she was.
Leah, known for her extensive knowledge of plants and natural remedies, might be able to shed light on the peculiar grass near the floating sheep.
Where is it?
Upon arriving, you find Leah tending to her garden, a tranquil space filled with various herbs and plants. She greets you warmly, her curiosity piqued as you explain the situation at Farmer Yoren's farm and your discovery of the discolored grass. Floating sheep and strange grass, you say? Now that's intriguing, Leah muses, wiping her hands on her apron. I'd be glad to take a look. Nature often holds secrets that we overlook. Let's see what this grass has to tell us. You lead Leah back to the farm, and she examines the area you pointed out.
Oh no.
Kneeling down, she inspects the grass, touching it gently and murmuring softly under her breath.
Oh yeah, just murmur.
After a moment, she plucks a small sample, placing it in a vial. This grass, she begins, it's been affected by something. Not a natural growth pattern, and it has a faint magical residue. It's subtle, but definitely there.
Yeah.
This might be linked to your floating sheep, either as a cause or a
professional
consequence.
Opinion.
Leah suggests taking the sample back to her place to conduct a more detailed analysis. She believes that understanding the nature of the magical influence on the grass could lead to a solution for the sheep's predicament.
Oh my god. You guys are taking way too long on this. We're not going back for analysis. have a conversation with this flower over here and tell me what's going on. Talk to these trees. They're old. They probably know something. God, it's like you people don't have magic. Leah? Whenever you're ready, GB. I feel like this has been way more
Understanding
than 20.
your desire for a more immediate approach, Leah nods and turns her attention back to the environment around the discolored grass.
Please, thank you.
She closes her eyes, taking a deep breath as she gently places her hands on the ground, her fingers brushing the unusual grass. After a moment of silent concentration, Leah opens her eyes, a look of realization crossing her face.
Yeah?
This area, she begins, it's been infused with a type of magic. It's not harmful, but it's playful, whimsical almost. It feels like an experiment, perhaps gone a bit awry.
Uh-huh.
The magic in the grass is similar to what's affecting the sheep. It's as if it's intended to make things light, lift them up. Leah stands up, brushing off her knees. My guess? Someone's been experimenting with levitation magic. Possibly to help with farming tasks or just out of curiosity.
I knew it!
But it's spread more than intended. I'd still suspect Wizard Malker's involvement.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
not directly,
really?
but perhaps as a side effect of his work. Armed with this new insight from Leah, it seems the next logical step is to confront Wizard Malker with these findings.
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps he unwittingly caused this situation.
You're right.
And can help reverse it.
These wizards are no good.
Would you like to head
books.
back to Wizard Malker's tower to discuss these revelations? Or do you have another course of action in mind?
You know what? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it live, right here, right now. I'm about to confront a criminal. Why'd you do it? Oh wait, sorry. I go to Wizard Malkor's tower and I kick the door and I say, "Why'd you do it, huh? Why'd you make the sheep float? I know it was you. I got my gal here, alright? And she talks to flowers and stuff. And she told me that the trees saw you." Wait. There's like levitation. Help me out, Leah. Help me out. What was it again? Oh, it's levitation or something, magic, like on the ground. Perhaps from an experiment. It was you. I know it was you. Why'd you do it? Huh? Why'd you lie to me also? What's your deal, bud? You wanna fight? What's all this, huh? I don't like the cut of this guy's jib. It's pretty messed up, honestly. Oh, don't get bashful now. I know you want to respond. Probably shouldn't have jumped the gun there. Ah, whatever, it's fine. It'll catch up. The story always does. Whenever you're ready, Malkor, start talking. He's shaking in his boots. Afraid of old Ragnar the Barbarian, huh? It's like I got a weapon and I'm waving it around or something, dude. What's your involvement, huh?
You storm into Wizard Malker's tower, fueled by determination and accompanied by Leah. As the door swings open with your forceful kick, Malker looks up, startled by your abrupt entrance and accusatory tone. Why'd you do it? Huh? Why did you make the sheep float? You demand. Leah stands beside you, ready to support your claim with her findings.
Exactly, that's right, that's my girl.
Malker raises his hands in a calming gesture.
That's my partner.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions.
That's Judy Herbs.
I had no intention of causing any floating sheep.
She eats leaves.
However, if Leah has found evidence of levitation magic in the area, it's possible that some of my experiments might have.
Oh, is it another ... I hate you, dude. I hate you so much, dude. Ugh. Every time, brother. Every time there's a ... You're lucky I'm already mad. I would get even madder.
Unintentionally contributed to this situation. He looks genuinely concerned now, his brows furrowing. Let me explain. My recent work has involved exploring the boundaries of levitation and weightlessness spells.
You forgot to mention that?
It's delicate work, and the magical energies can be quite pervasive. It seems they might have spread further than I realized, affecting the nearby farmland. Malker stands up, moving to gather some of his tools and scrolls. I appreciate your directness, Ragnar, and I'm grateful for Leah's insights. Let's work together to rectify this. If my magic is indeed the cause, then I have the means to reverse it. But I'll need to examine the area myself to tailor a solution. The wizard appears ready to accompany you back to the farm to address the floating sheep problem.
Yeah.
It seems you're on the cusp of resolving this peculiar situation. Do you accept Malker's offer to help and head back to the farm with him? Or is there something else you wish to do first?
What is this glow-up music? I have no idea, dude. Yeah, this is kind of a lot. I'm not sure why there's vocals. This one's called Atomic Shogun. So we're gonna go with that. I like the 80s feel. I think it's like early 80s Dungeons and Dragons, like in the mom's basement type vibe. I don't know if that makes sense. Fat chance, Malkor. You've done enough. Now that Detective Ragnar's on the case, I'll take the solution and I'll take it to Farmer Yoren, and then I'm gonna turn you into the town guards. You rued the day that you lied to Ragnar the Barbarian. Also, I don't know how to fix it, so you might actually need to fix it. Why are you experimenting with levitation magic, by the way? What's the deal with that? Are you protecting something? Did someone tell you to do that? What's the deal? There's no way we haven't gotten to 20 responses yet. And that's another wasted one. They're giving me some, they're like giving me extra or something. This has gone on for quite a while. Yeah, all right.
Malker looks at you with a mixture of surprise and resignation. Ragnar, I assure you, my intentions were purely academic. Levitation magic has many potential applications, from aiding in construction to easing labor in fields.
Yeah, whatever.
It was never my intent to cause trouble for Farmer Yoren or his sheep. As for protection, my research is for the betterment of magical knowledge, not for guarding secrets, or under anyone's behest. He gathers some items that appear to be necessary for reversing the spell. I understand your mistrust, but please, let me assist in rectifying this. It's my responsibility to undo the unintended effects of my experiments. Let's go to Farmer Yoren's farm together. I'll demonstrate the counterspell and ensure everything is set right. Malker's demeanor suggests sincerity, and his expertise might...
Alright. I'm gonna mock him. I'm gonna mock him right now. I'm gonna be like,
I have the counter spell. I'm a wizard.
I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna go straight to Captain Helena. I'm gonna tell him exactly what he did.
Do you agree to let Malker come with you to the farm to resolve the issue? Or do you
I'm gonna let him
on
fix
hammering
it
it yourself with just the information
and then Captain Helena
provides?
can arrest the dude. Or make his case. I don't know how law works here. Do they have, like... Is there anything, like, is there a judicial system in this village? I assume there's some kind of a mayor. I'll go to the mayor's house. I'll be like, listen up. Listen up, Mayor. I know you got I know you've got a hand in this. What have you been telling Malcor? This goes all the way to the top, doesn't it? Oh my god. Just when I'm about to crack this case wide open. Man, it really has to think. It's digging deep. I'm going way off script. It is trying really hard. It's like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
Adopting a mocking tone, you mimic Wizard Malker's explanations, clearly unimpressed by his assurances. Deciding to bring this matter to higher authorities, you head out to inform Captain Helena and possibly Mayor Elsbeth. You first find Captain Helena at the barracks. She listens intently as you recount your discoveries.
It's his fault!
Malker's possible involvement in
He wants to kill us all!
Incident. She raises an eyebrow at the mention of Mayor Elsbeth's potential connection, but notes down everything you say.
It's the liberals!
Magic-related issues are a bit outside our usual scope.
These wizard liberals!
Thoughtfully.
And their agenda!
Malker's experiments are causing disturbances. It's something we need to address. I'll send a couple of guards with you to the farm to observe Malker's solution.
Exactly.
As for any judicial proceedings, that would involve Mayor Elsbeth, especially if magical misuse is concerned. You then proceed to Mayor Elsbeth's residence, determined to uncover any deeper involvement. The mayor's house, a symbol of guidance and wisdom in Raga, stands imposingly in the village center. You're granted an audience with Mayor Elsbeth, a scholarly figure known for her dedication to the village. Mayor Elsbeth listens to your story with a composed expression.
Listen up!
I assure you, Ragnar, my only instructions to Malker have been for the betterment of the village.
Betterment? So this was you!
If his experiments have led to unintended consequences,
You trifling
we must
harlot!
address it. I appreciate your diligence in this matter. Let's ensure that the problem is resolved peacefully and justly. With
I'm gonna lock them all up. I'm locking you up. I'm locking Captain Helena up. I'm locking up the villagers. The sheep are going in the stockade.
It seems the
Forced
next step
labor.
is to return to Farmer Yoren's farm with Wizard Malker and the guards to see the resolution of the floating sheep problem and ensure that justice is served accordingly. Are you ready to head back to the farm, or is there anything else you'd like to do before concluding this part?
I'm already in. I'm already in the farm. I'm here. I've been here. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna watch Wizard Malcor with all of my eyes, all two of them, and I'm gonna keep my sword like in my hand, and I'm gonna be waving it, being like, "Do it, do it." I want to see those sheep down now, and I want to see Farmer Yoren cheering them. All right, because they're probably like they grew their coats out, you know. Did you see? Did you see Mayor Elsbeth? I went a little crazy with her design. Oh, we gotta make it to the end of this quest. Come on. I can't believe that I'm still I haven't gotten like a prompt out of prompt.
At Farmer Yoren's farm,
there's no way.
You stand watchfully as Wizard Malker arrives, accompanied by a couple of guards sent by Captain Helena. The atmosphere is tense, but focused on resolving the floating sheep dilemma.
I'll be the judge of that.
Begins his work, setting up a small area with various magical implements and ingredients. You keep your sword in hand, eyes sharply on him, as he starts chanting and gesturing in a complex pattern. As Malker's incantations grow in intensity, the sheep start to slowly descend towards the ground. It's a gradual process, but one by one, they gently land back on the earth, looking as bewildered as they are relieved. Farmer Yoren watches in amazement, his face breaking into a grateful smile. After the last sheep touches down, Malker wipes his brow, looking both relieved and exhausted.
Yeah, all right.
There, the spell has been reversed. I apologize for any distress caused, and I assure you, I'll be more careful with my experiments in the future. Farmer Yoren, overjoyed, immediately sets to work tending to his sheep, their wool indeed having grown quite long. The guards observe the scene, nodding to each other, satisfied that the situation has been resolved peacefully
that was
and effectively.
All right, Wizard Malkor. All this done, you're going away for a long time. You're never gonna see daylight again. Guards, take him away. We're done with this. That's it. Quest completed. We've taken down governmental corruption. The AI has no idea what I'm doing. It's like that wasn't in the script at all.
The guards, upon hearing your declaration, exchange a glance, slightly uncertain. One of them speaks up. Well, sir, Wizard Malker did reverse the spell, and there's no direct evidence of intentional harm or corruption. We'll need to report this back to Captain Helena and Mayor Elsbeth for any further action. Wizard Malker, looking somewhat bewildered, nods in agreement. I understand the need for caution, and I'm willing to cooperate with any investigation. My aim was never to cause trouble. Please convey my apologies to the Mayor and Captain Helena. The guards escort Malker away, ensuring that he will face the appropriate authorities to discuss his experiments and their unintended effects. Farmer Yoren, busy with his sheep, shouts a thank you as you prepare to leave the farm. As you head back towards Roderick Village, you reflect on the day's events. You've played a crucial role in solving an unusual problem and have navigated through the complexities of magical mishaps and village politics. Your adventure for the day concludes with the satisfaction of a quest completed and the anticipation of what other adventures Roderick Village might hold for Ragnar the Barbarian. Where to next? The village is full of possibilities, and your next adventure awaits.
Alright, well that was it. the quest completed, I guess. Nobody was brought to justice. Alright. Well, that was actually a pretty entertaining one. I took that in a bit of a wild direction, and the AI was capable enough to be like, okay, whatever. I like at the end there, it was like, wait, what did it say? It was like, the two guards look at each other, exchange a glance. Well, sir, Wizard Malkor did reverse this. That's not how law works. Whatever. Alright, well, that was a good one. That was actually the most successful stream so far. I got 300 views. That's crazy. That's 100 above the 200 maximum I've had. And I had 8 concurrent at one point. I think it was actually 12, but I didn't see the 12. Well, I guess that's it. Good adventure. Lot of stuff broke, but we brought it back. Had a bad stream last stream, but you know, I'm feeling it this time. It has been fun, and thanks for coming out. As always, keep your swords close and your friends closer. You know, Stay calm out there. No need to get angry at everything. You might break something. And then you gotta fix it the next day or so for the next stream. Alright. Adios. Ragnar signing out. GG.